Okay, hi everybody. How y'all doing today? Today's Tuesday, May 27th, 2014. Okay, so just want to touch base real quick on some ideas for today. Yesterday I was on an important phone call, and the phone call went into commitment and what exactly that entails. So commitment is, there's just several ways to explain commitment. One of the ways that you can say it is, commitment is what is left after the emotion passes when you made your decision to do something. So commitment, and evidence of commitment is action. Okay, so commitment's a real powerful concept. I was asking myself why I'm a trainer today, or because it's just been training for a while, and the reality is that I'm committed to this art, this craft, and I call it that because I thought, well, yesterday I was up late and I was like, is this a craft that I do, or is this an industry? And for me, it's an art of the body, a science of the body, and a discipline of the body. So there's like a self-actualization, and it's also philosophical when it comes down to it. That's what I think about training and strength, and it helps develop inner strength, which is actually probably just as important, even sometimes more so than physical strength. They're both so important. You can be physically strong, but if you're not mentally strong, you may be stuck in a rut. You may not be able to control your emotions and things like this. Okay, so commitment. When I was 19, there was a tape. I can't get my hands on it. At that time, I had a lot of copies of this tape. It's called Cannon Egg Fly. It was by Brad Hager. He was a leader in a business organization of the Hager Marketing Group, and you can still find him. And I worked with him in a business back in early 2000s and even late 2000s. But one of the things he said was he made a tape called Cannon Egg Fly, and this is back when audio tapes were still being used. You could actually still find one in your car, or they were outdated a little bit at that time, but still at that time they actually were in circulation, the last remnants of them. Maybe it was more affordable, didn't break as easy as CD to distribute at that time for the cost, I'm not sure, but it was Cannon Egg Fly, and I actually can't find that tape anymore. To save my life, I'd look. It's a really good audio message. And wow, yeah, Cannon Egg Fly. Now that I come to think, I'm really glad I shared that with you. So, because I'm gonna write that down. Wow, that actually was a beautiful tape. And if you ever can find it, listen to it. And if you find it, I will pay you for that tape, what you paid for it, and a little more. So it's really good. It's a very good tape. Give me a copy. Someone's got to have it. I think I'd have to put it on CD somewhere, because where do you get a tape player now? So enough of Cannon Egg Fly. But he went into, on that tape, he went into the story where he was in a direct sales business, and he went to visit a prospect, and he said that he drove like an hour to see them, and they like just canceled on him. They shafted him, whatever it was. And he goes, those are moments that either drive you into the business or drive you out of the business. Listen to that. Those are moments that either drive you into the business or drive you out of the business. He goes, I chose to let it drive me into the business. He says, and I remember, I can remember what he said. He goes, it drove me, and he said that he would yell out of his car. He started saying, I will do today what others won't, so I can live tomorrow like others can't. And he would chant that. He goes, I will do today what others won't, so I can live tomorrow like others can't. He said, I will do today what others won't, so I can live tomorrow like others can't. He would chant it and chant it. And you can say that's a mantra. It's like a mantra or an affirmation, which is what I was going to get into next. The affirmations, the self-talk, the things you say yourself, the things you meditate on. This is the secret power to you, to your inner being, to your psychology, to unlocking your chi, to something great within you. Okay, to that, and you think is. And you think this is funny. You might be like, well, what's Jacob getting at? Affirmations, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna go listen to, Justin Bieber. He's way cooler than what Jacob is saying, perhaps. I don't know what you're thinking about affirmations, but what I can tell you about him is that, our brain is like a computer, and what we put into our brains does affect us. There was an experiment where they put 2 cups of rice. They were same kinds of rice, and one was white rice, one was black rice. They were both white rices. And to one he said lovely things. He cooked it. He cooked the rice. They're both cooked, and he'd say, you're a beautiful rice, you're a lovely rice, etc., etc. He would tell the rice that. And then in the other one, he would tell, you're an ugly rice, you're a horrible rice, all the negative things. And then within a month's time, the rice turned black on the one he spoke ugly to. And the white rice the one he spoke nice to stayed white. And potentially, you could say, still good enough to eat. I don't know about that much, but one did not blacken. Same variables, just one was spoken to negatively and one was spoken to positively. Same thing when I'm training myself or training people. Imagine if someone spoke to you in a negative fashion, in a negative way. You're going to feel heavier. You may feel disheartened, and that's the power of what we tell ourselves and the affirmations that we give ourselves. Since the year 2004, I've been working on affirmations and saying them to myself daily. Sometimes I even made my own audio, recorded ones, put them on my iPod at the time, and listened to my own affirmations of who I wanted to be. And so this is important, affirmations and commitment. And on a personal level, like I said, I see that through the rise and fall of life, you're going to have something hard within you, something that is indestructible as it gets. To your understanding of that word, indestructible, there's many variables of that. Some people are going to break their commitments a little easier, but whatever it is that you anchor your commitment to, make sure that it's as powerful. This is purpose, this is dreams, this is passion, anger, love. Make sure that you anchor your commitments to that as much as possible. Wisdom, because that's the way you're going to go through the tests of life. And so, I train a lot of people, and this is the area here where I will see what makes success consistent and what makes success maybe fluctuate, is that commitment, self-talk, belief, who is supporting them, who is supporting, what is their feedback, are the results there, and things like that. So I'll leave you with one of these affirmations or credo. I'll tell you one. It says, people will do almost anything to stay in their comfort zones. If you want to accomplish anything, get out of your comfort zone. Strive to increase order and discipline in your life. Discipline usually means doing the opposite of what you feel like doing. The easy roads to discipline are setting deadlines, discovering and doing what you do best, and what's important and enjoyable to you, and focusing on habits by replacing your bad habits and thought patterns one by one over time with good habits and thought patterns. So there's something for you. So I have 10 minutes today to contribute to our series here. I made a commitment yesterday. It's a pretty tough one, and it's about a 90-day commitment that I made, and it's on a personal level, but it's 90 days of commitment, and it'll be tough, but it's when you have your purpose, when you know what you want out of life, you sometimes have to commit to something tough. And sacrifice and say, you know what, for the sake of a better good or a more evolved state of happiness or evolution or thinking or, you know, awareness in the mind, you may have to sacrifice your certain level or test it. But maybe I'll bring a time, 90 days is good. So, you know, just like that first one says, it's the easy roads to discipline are setting deadlines. So there's the 90 days, discovering and doing what you do best and what's important and enjoyable to you. Okay, so I'll be focusing on meditation, Crossfit, and Advocare, the training department, and also when it says focusing on habits by replacing your bad habits and thought patterns, more affirmations like these here, one by one over time, and with good habits and thought patterns. The 90 days are a commitment to become a better person and break some records for myself and get a new outlook as to life and prepare for a solid 2015. You know, one of the biggest things I'm doing is sacrificing a lot of the fun stuff, like the pleasurable stuff that I used to do in 2013, or I'm sacrificing a lot of that fun stuff in 2014 for a prosperous, more established, or, you know, focused 2015. And that kind of goes back to what we started today. I will do today what others won't, so I can live tomorrow like others can't. And I invite you on that journey. Please call me or text me if you want any more information on these teachings or anything we talked about today. This all comes from the personal development aspect of what we do in the evolution training department. So give me a call or let's talk, and I'll be more than happy to connect you to some good reading or some good information. Have a great day. Pleasure to be part of your day this Tuesday. Have a great one, and I'll see you at the gym. Let's break some records today. Let's push.